learn about DeRo's toenails the day we shot that open.
You know what? Thankfully, I've never been forced to serve in combat, but I suffer from some of what I saw from your toenails that day on that shoot.
I know it's an urban myth that your nails grow longer because you're healthier, because I
Here we go. You're healthier than everyone.
No, it's not true, obviously, but I have talons that fall off in my shoe.
Are they large talons?
I don't like cutting my toenails.
Your toenails just fall off in your shoes?
Yeah.
That's gross. Nick Pivetta was also gross, 5-1, a sub-2 ERA. I forgot he didn't have a job till mid-February.
Oh, that's
it's the best start to a year, Robert, by any starting pitcher in Pods franchise history, if you look at the ERA.
Wow. Lauren, you remember yesterday you asked me would I rather have the Tigers starting pitchers or the Padres bullpen?
Yes.
Well, watching a Padres bullpen, watching Nick Pivetta, I'm still going Tiger starters if game begins and ends with the starting staff. But I'm going to get to a tile. Their bullpen's been unhittable across the board. But I want to start with Nick Pivetta because he was breathing fire. He was breathing life into Petco Park with the high heater, the breaking ball, stomping around the mound. He has been fantastic for this team. So let's get into him first, show you how he attacks hitters, and just kind of why you want to run through a brick wall for this guy. He signed a very interesting deal, 4 for $55 million. He's making $4 million this year. Split it up, a $3 million signing bonus. Pause this. $1 million on top of that, making $4 million this year, a $19 million option, and then he can opt out. Interesting deal. A.J. Preller pulls it off again, and he has been phenomenal. One thing that was chronicled earlier in the season, coming over from Boston, he was a guy that stood right in the middle of the rubber on the mound. We had Jeff Samardzija out here yesterday talking about, as a sinker ball pitcher, wanting to give the allure behind the right-handed hitter, so he would stand on the third base side. I'm always interested to see where guys stand on the mound and why they do it. The pitching coach from San Diego, when he came over, had him move over to the first base side of the mound, give him a little bit more freedom. It has been working. Let's get into his, you know what, bring up his stats board first, Evan. Take a look. Season statistics with MLB ranks, minimum 25 innings pitched. Top 10 pitcher in the game right now for the Friars. ERA 1.78. The things he can control, fielding, independent pitching, he's 9th. Opponent batting average 4th. We all know Robert loves WAR. He's 3rd in WAR. How does he do it? High gas, high four-seam cheese. Let's get into it because he gives the hitter really that tunneling effect that you got to cover top of the zone to bottom. He is not trying to expand 17 inches. He is living at the top of the zone and then breaking it off. Pause this. Bring up the fastball board. All right, I want you to soak this in. Highest induced vertical break on fastballs. What does that mean? It gives the allure of that late hop through the zone, almost like it's rising. There's no one better in the game of giving that illusion that his heater doesn't get down on plane, because as a hitter, that's all you're trying to do. You're seeing a lot of guys try and get on plane with the fastball. His gives the illusion that it's riding through the zone, one of the best in the game.
Crazy. How do you even quantify that?
Yeah, because Eric Nay's researcher to the stars goes digging.
Just better than everyone.
Nay's literally installed devices in every stadium.
Is that so?
To measure.
Okay, get into the breaking ball.
At his own
off
expense,
of it.
mind you.
Wipe out breaking ball. Javi Baez right there. Elliot Ramos, pause before we get into this Yaz at bat. Show me the breaker. He's got some of the best depth, vertical down break on his curveball. Max Fried, minus 17.6 inches. Mark Leiter, Nick Martinez, Nick Pivetta. So you're covering here to here. And once that breaking ball gets sharp, he starts feeling it. I'm going to take you inside of Mike Yastrzemski at bat here. This is exactly how he wants to pick you apart. Little backdoor cutter right there to steal a strike. He's got you 0-1. He tries to tunnel a breaking ball off it. Now it's high heater. High heater, 2-2. Run that back. So he just went high gas 2 times in a row. You would think he's setting up the breaking ball. Watch how much depth this thing has. Run it. that's starting at his neck and ending up at his feet. So now you tell yourself, I got to stay back because I can't handle the breaking stuff. And he is able to just wipe you out with a heater 95. Run that back for me real quick. These are the cute things that I absolutely love. Get me to this strikeout, and I want you to turn. How many pitchers are turning around and telling their team, hey guys, watch this. Guys, 2 outs. We got 2 outs. He's letting you know like he's the shortstop. He is breathing fire on the mound. He's running off, hopping around, and we go back to 2021, the postseason. Watch this. He's running to the dugout right there. He's a fiery competitor. He's pitching fantastic for the Friars. He really is. Fun watch, Nick. Doing the job. All right, Willy Adames. I want to throw to some sound from our 30-15 preview talking about coming in and being a leader and why Buster Posey gave him the richest contract in San Francisco Giants history. Take a listen.
I just, I do my stuff. I do my work with my, work hard every day. I have my work ethic, and I think people see that. People see me with the same attitude every day. Bringing the energy every day and just trying to compete every day out there, trying to play, every day. And I feel like, people want that. People want that energy. People want, to be around with somebody that has good vibes.
DeRo,
right.
He's magnetic.
Pause
if
it.
you look at the top step, every time his teammate does something great, he's there. He's the first one on every team he's played for.
He's the perfect teammate, Lauren.
Yes, he is.
Shows up every day. He's available. He wants to play. He's got a passion for being out on the field. He wants to inspire others. He wants to have good vibes. I kind of look at him. Buster Posey goes out and signs a player like this. He hit 32 homers last year. 31 of them leave in Oracle Park in San Francisco. So you know you're going to get the homers. I think he went out and tried to change culture here, kind of like Chris Young in Texas. Bring me Marcus Semien. Bring me someone who loves the game, wants to play every day. Now, he might do it a little different. He might be a little vocal than Marcus Semien. The only thing I will say about Willy Adames as we dove into the numbers, and you can run this ball's absolutely destroyed, a 1-0 heater that he just drives out to the opposite field. Now, it doesn't leave in Oracle Park. We know that. That's Triple's alley right there. But I think you're going to get the offensive upside even though he has started slow. He's hitting .212. He's got a couple homers. Wanted to see the side angle, see if he was doing anything different from last year in Milwaukee. Pause. He appears to be a little wider, not crazy, a little bit more into his legs right here. Bring up his numbers offensively. So take a look at this. From 21 to 24, this is what you're getting. Guy can hit homers, drive in runs. He slugs the baseball. You're not getting a high average out of Willy, okay? OPS plus, he's tied for 10th. Fangraphs WAR, he's 9th. It's the totality of what he brings to the game. Get back into the side angle. He just seems a little bit more into his legs. He'll tinker with this throughout the season. You can run this. Pause. Seems a little bit more down into his legs, a little bit more athletic right there. Run it. So I expect the offense to be streaky, bombs and ribbies at times. The one thing I will say that needs to clean up, last year his defense took a little bit of a hit. And diving into it, it was concentrated into like a 2-week span where he said he went into a defensive slump, so we were willing to give him benefit of the doubt. The numbers support his defense has really taken a hit. I mean, 24 to 25, his defensive run saved at shortstop, he's the worst in the game. And his OAA, outs above average right there, he's -4, tied for 4th. So that's something for me. I can take the lack of batting average and the homers, ribbies, and the good vibes all day. I need my shortstop to be picking it. On the flip side, San Diego, their bullpen, I got to pick this up because we got to give these guys love. This is Wipeout City coming out. And when Suarez, they put the lights down from Jason Adam. He was my Swiss Army knife with Team USA. Fantastic human being. 1 earned run in 16 innings pitched this season with 22 Ks. How about Adrian Morejon throwing $1 billion from the left side? 3 runs in 14 innings, 14 2/3 with 12 punch outs. Estrada, burst on the scene for this team last year. 1 run in 14 and a third innings, 17 Ks, and then we summoned the monster. This place is an electric factory.
Yeah.
75.
Really cool place, man.
And he is dominating with 2 pitches. He's upped his changeup usage from 12.6 to 31.5.
Wow.
But you're getting 99 to 100 miles an hour at the top of the zone. It was an interesting game to watch. Logan Webb, and you can see right here the bullpen, ERA, it's just first down the line. Logan Webb gave up a 2-run ticky-tack single to Jose Iglesias in the first, made it 3-0, kind of got away from him. But the way Nick Pivetta's throwing the ball and inspiring people, that would have been a tough comeback.
And telling everyone there's 2 outs.
I mean,
Got 2 here,
just
guys.
don't put eye black on. That's all I
Roop
ask.
and Michael King, that is your pitching matchup, Padres and Giants. We'll take a closer look at Michael King a little bit later when Al Leiter joins the show.